What's up, everybody? Welcome to Normiville.
Well, we call you normies.
In this episode, in this video, let's talk about Malika Andrews for a few minutes. Now, Malika Andrews seems to be everyone's most hated host at ESPN, especially with the fellas, right? And I understand why. Personally, I don't really care for her either. I mean, she's a nice looking woman, but her attitude and some of the controversies surrounding Malika Andrews, and somehow she's able to throw people she's able to throw other athletes under the bus constantly. She's able to talk negatively about athletes with no punishment. She always brings up things at the worst times, like at the NBA draft, when she somehow dimed out one of the players for having an incident right before his draft, which luckily didn't hurt him because they already knew about it. But still, her bringing it up on the day of the draft, I thought was very distasteful. And of course, you had the Ime Udoka situation, how somehow she went extra hard about that. She's had arguments with Stephen A. Smith. She's had arguments with Jalen Rose. She's just seems to be the antagonist of ESPN. Nobody really likes her, but somehow she made the cut while everybody else got the axe somehow. And now she's got a promotion, as you can see right here from the New York Post. Malika Andrews replacing Mike Greenberg as ESPN's NBA Finals host. I'm like, WTF? How? Now, in this article, we're going to go through it. They're going to discuss how somehow this was a mutual thing where he decided to step down because he had all these shows that he was doing. And so Malika Andrews kind of steps in the spot, and how he came to the show in the first place or whatever. But in my opinion, they could have put anybody in that spot. They could have kept Greeny there instead of having Malika Andrews in here. And so, in my opinion, they're trying to prop her up. And another thing, I think Black and White Sports, somebody said this, and I agree with them. A lot of these shows, they're going to end up having female-led shows on ESPN, a lot of them. And you probably noticed it. They have more hosts, more female hosts and all this kind of stuff. But anyway, I'm talking too much. Let's read. Malika Andrews' skyrocketing career continues as she is becoming the new host of the NBA Finals for ESPN. The Post has learned Andrews, 28, will succeed Mike Greenberg, who hosted the marquee show for the past 2 years. Greenberg was brought in to stabilize NBA Countdown after the fiasco with Maria Taylor and Rachel Nichols, both of whom have since left the network. A lot of you all know about that situation between Maria Taylor and Rachel Nichols, the whole leaked tape and everything, the leaked recording and all of that, and how people were saying Rachel Nichols was racist and all this other kind of stuff, and how the whole diversity thing went with Maria Taylor, or alleged, and it was just a big mess, and both of them ended up getting let go because of it, because there was a lot of mudslinging. ESPN's top NBA coverage has been overhauled. In addition to the Andrews move, Mike Breen will be joined by Doris Burke and Doc Rivers to lead play-by-play team after Jeff Van Gundy and Mark Jackson were both let go. I do not understand that move either. Everybody enjoyed Jeff Van Gundy and Mark Jackson along with Mike Brennan, and somehow I don't know why they got rid of them two but didn't get rid of Brennan either. Like, I didn't understand that move either. Now they got Doris back in there. They got Doris in there and Doc Rivers. Like, you got rid of Mark Jackson for Doc Rivers. I mean, I just didn't understand. I just did not understand that. I didn't understand it.
Ain't no fucking way.
So, Greenberg and ESPN came to the mutual agreement for him to leave Countdown because of his busy schedule. Oh, really? Well, let's figure out that explanation. He hosts Get Up on TV and Greeny on ESPN Radio, both of which air daily on weekdays. Greenberg also covers the first day of the NFL draft. Andrews will continue as the host of NBA Today, and as her impressive rise to power at the network moves to a new stage. During the NBA bubble in 2020, she emerged as ESPN's on-site reporter in Florida, which nobody really cared about that, but whatever. So you see it right there. Apparently he had a lot of shows going on, and he was also put there for a specific reason. And so I guess now they're saying his time is up, and now it's time for Malika Andrews to step into the spot that he's in. Again, a lot of people are sniffing this thing and they smell something that stinks, right? I kind of do too, but it is what it is. ESPN has made a lot of big shakeups lately. They've been firing people left and right. Well, I wouldn't say fire, but terminating, laying off people left and right. Okay, not renewing contracts. Shout out to what's the one guy who was on HBO? I forgot his name, but he's irrelevant. In any case, you see what's going on here. They're going to a different direction. I don't know what direction that is, but I don't like it. When Taylor and Nichols left, it opened the door for Andrews. She was first on the NBA Finals sideline, replacing Nichols, which was lame. Then she took Nichols' daily NBA show, which also was jacked up, hosting duties, and now she has Taylor's lead NBA countdown job after Greenberg. Andrews has hosted Countdown over the past 2 years, but not the primetime editions and not the prestigious NBA Finals pregame show. Jalen Rose, who writes a column and has a podcast for The Post, was let go from Countdown as part of ESPN's layoffs in June. The rest of the top show consists of Stephen A. Smith, Michael Wilbon, with a third member likely to be added for the new year. So, like I said, she's moving up, man. A.J. Ward-Kanowski is the program's insider on the game broadcast. Lisa Salters will continue as the lead sideline reporter. So there you go, man. Ladies and gentlemen, Malika Andrews has got a promotion. She is now leading the NBA Finals pregame show. She also already has 2 shows. She has moved into spots of Rachel Nichols and everybody else that got the boot. And she'll likely be in charge of more shows. You'll likely be seeing Malika Andrews on ESPN a lot more, along with the other female hosts. And to be honest, sometimes the African-American ones specifically. But you're going to see a lot of more female hosts on ESPN. They're moving in a new direction. They got rid of all the older guys, all the mainstays. And to be honest with you, some of the heavy hitters, some of the more entertaining guys. And they're filling with more young talent and more female talent as well. So we'll see how ESPN forms this thing together, because the FS1's going through a little change where they're undisputed. So we're going to see how this shakes out, because NFL season is fastly approaching. And we're going to need some entertaining shows, okay, for these major networks, i.e. ESPN and FS1 or Fox Sports specifically. Or people are going to be coming to me and other people like I said, like Black and White Sports, like Microphone, like who else? All the other guys in there that report on sports. You're going to be watching them and getting your news from them instead of watching the major networks. I don't care. I love talking about sports. I wish I had more time to do it like some of the other content creators, but it's what it is. I put it out as much as I can, and hopefully you enjoy it. So thank you once again for attending another episode of Normieville. You know me, I'm just a normie here to bring you the latest and greatest in sports news, entertainment, and politics. Let me know what you think about this promotion down in the comment section. And please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and the notification bell on your way out of the door. And I will see you on the next video.